is Ashwin from Green Tree Distribution. Today I'd like to talk about the mutual fund universe and how it is structured. Most of us don't know where our products figure in this entire universe of mutual funds. Most of us don't know the risks associated with our products and how to offset those risks and whether they are suited to our investment horizon or not. So typically mutual funds are grouped into 5 categories: equity funds, debt funds, hybrid funds, solution oriented funds, and a 5th group called others. Now others comprise index funds as well as fund of funds. Solution oriented funds include children's funds and retirement funds. So both these groups have products which are based on equity, debt or hybrid instruments. So let us not talk about these two. We'll focus on the building blocks, which is equity, debt and hybrid. Okay. Now let's compare them on the basis of 4 or 5 parameters so that we are very clear about where we should go. Equity funds typically are most volatile, debt funds are least volatile, and hybrid funds have a volatility index between equity and debt. Because of this reason, equity funds should be held for at least 7 years, and the longer the better, so that all the volatile events that the market falls in the pandemic etc. are ironed out over time. Debt mutual funds can be held for as much time as you want, depending on the need and the investment horizon. So you have products which can be held only for a week, even a day or two, and you have products which can be held for 10 years also. And hybrid funds typically should be held for 3 to 5 years to optimize returns. Okay. Now SEBI has introduced categories within each of these groups: equity, debt and hybrid. So the equity group has been categorized into 11 categories. Now these categories have been defined and formed based on the size of stocks they invest in. So the large size stock, mid size stock or small size stock. You call it small caps, mid caps and large caps. Caps meaning market capitalization of the company. And so they are categorized based on the size of the stock as well as the investment strategy of the fund manager. The debt mutual funds are categorized into 16 categories. Again, it depends on the average maturity of the debt portfolio and the credit rating of the bonds which make up the debt portfolio. Okay. And hybrid mutual funds are based on the kinds of assets which are held by the fund. So it could be equity, debt, arbitrage instruments, it could be gold. So depending on the type of assets held by the scheme, as well as the credit rating and the maturity of the debt part of the portfolio. So this is how they are categorized, and hybrid mutual funds are categorized into 6 such categories. And the risks associated now with each of these groups. So equity funds, obviously there are 2 kinds of risks: broad-based risks and sector-specific risks. Broad-based risks include parameters like interest rate movements, foreign exchange fluctuations, oil prices, etc. And sector-based risks could be, for example, in the pandemic, consumer demand dropped. So obviously the consumer stocks didn't perform so well. So this is an example of a sector-specific risk. Okay. Debt mutual funds, the risks are essentially 2. You have a credit risk, which means the company which issues the bond defaults, and you have a interest rate risk, which again depends on the maturity of the portfolio. Hybrid mutual funds have a combination of both these risks, so that's the part which has to be managed.